All right. All right, let's see what's going on with Trump. President Donald Jesus Trump. Oh, Donald John Trump? Donald J. Trump. All right, I'm looking at a CNN politics article here. Donald Trump has been indicted following an investigation into hush money payment scheme. Here's what we know. I'm going to kind of skip through this. I'm just looking for some of the deets, the important deets. All right, what is the indictment for? Trump faces more than 30 counts related to business fraud in the indictment, CNN has reported. It remains under seal. Well, if it remains under seal, how do you know? I guess if it's under seal, you can still know how many counts are being faced. Just don't know what they are. The specifics. All right. Blah, blah, blah. The investigation by Manhattan District Attorney's Office began when Trump was still in the White House and relates to a $130,000 payment made by Trump's then personal attorney, Michael Cohen, to Daniels. That's Stormy Daniels, the stripper or porn star, something like that. Made in late October 2016, days before the presidential election, to silence her from going public about an alleged affair with Trump a decade earlier. Trump has denied the affair. Uh-oh. He's denied the affair, but he probably did it. And also, is Stormy Daniels liable for like extortion or blackmail? Like, why did he, like, what was she doing that he had to pay her? You don't just voluntarily say, hey, I'm going to give you a bunch of money to not talk about this. Maybe she was like, you know what I mean? There might be some criminal charges on her. Is anyone asking that? Is anyone asking that question? I'm asking that question. All right. Which charges are possibly at play? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. According to court filings, when Cohen faced federal criminal charges, Trump Organization executives authorized payments to him totaling $420,000 to cover his original $130,000 payment. $420,000 is more than $130,000 payment, and tax liabilities, and reward him with a bonus. The company noted the reimbursements as a legal expense in its internal books. Trump has denied knowledge of the payment. Okay, well, if he had his dudes do it all for him, and Trump had no idea, what they were doing and how they were doing it, can't really fault Trump there. Hush money payments aren't illegal. Okay, says right here. Ahead of the indictment, prosecutors were weighing whether to charge Trump with falsifying the business records of the Trump Organization for how it reflected the reimbursement of the payment to Cohen, who said he advanced the money to Daniels. Falsifying business records is a misdemeanor in New York. This doesn't sound that bad so far. Prosecutors were also weighing whether to charge Trump with falsifying business records in the first degree for allegedly falsifying a record with the intent to commit another crime or to aid or conceal another crime, which in this case could be a violation of campaign finance laws. What crime? Banging a chick? Having an affair? That's not a crime. It's immoral. It's not a crime. That is a Class E felony and carries a sentence of a minimum of 1 year and as much as 4 years. To prove the case, prosecutors will need to show Trump intended to commit a crime. Again, what's the crime? How are you going to prove intent? All right, so far this is not looking like a good case. The people of the state of New York against Donald J. Trump. The judge overseeing the case against Trump signed off on an order Thursday granting Bragg's, is that the DA? Is that the judge? I don't know. Request to publicly disclose the sealed grand jury indictment. Atop the order is the case name, the people of the state of New York against Donald J. Trump, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is boring. How did Trump respond? Who cares? What comes next? Okay, here we go. What happens after an indictment? All right, so there's 4 stages here. Stage 1, the indictment. When someone is indicted, The charges are sometimes kept under seal until the defendant's first appearance in court. The charges that the grand jury approved against former President Donald Trump are not currently public. Okay. Stage 2, the surrendering, which is what's happening today. In some cases, arrangements are made with defendants or their lawyers for a self-surrender or voluntarily turning themselves in to law enforcement. That's what's happening right now. Trump will likely be allowed to turn himself in voluntarily. His travel will need to be coordinated with Secret Service and other law enforcement agencies. All right. So that's what's happening today. It's a bunch of coverage. Let me go jump over here to ABC News. They've got a nice little feed. Looks like the latest is 4:27 p.m. Trump arrives at Trump Tower, Midtown Manhattan. Here's a picture of him waving as he's going into Trump Tower. All right, so nothing's really happened yet, except he's flown to New York. He's in Trump Tower, and he'll probably turn himself in. I don't know, today or tomorrow. When's he actually going to do it? All right. Third stage is the first appearance. First appearances are usually public proceedings with their first appearance in court. Defendants are usually booked and fingerprinted. A defendant will learn more about their rights, the charges, and release conditions, such as travel restrictions. Okay. Now, if they give Trump a mugshot, if he gets mugshots taken, he is going to be the man. I mean, the street cred of having mugshots taken and being like a big celebrity, like wild, crazy ex-president and all this stuff. On top of all that, mugshots, his street cred is going to go up so high. I don't think this is going to have the effect that people on the left want it to have. This is just making Trump look like a baller. All right, and then the fourth stage is the arraignment. Multiple sources told CNN the former president is expected to appear in court Tuesday for his arraignment. Okay, tomorrow's Tuesday. If a first appearance is also an arraignment, a plea is expected to be entered. Okay, so your first appearance and arraignment could happen at the same time, apparently. All right, next section here, still coming from the CNN article. Is this a unique situation? Yes. This is the first time in American history that a current or former president has faced criminal charges. That alone makes it historic. But Trump is currently a few months into his third White House bid. And his criminal case jolts the 2024 presidential campaign into a new phase. What does all that mean? Come on, dude. As the former president has vowed to keep running in the face of criminal charges. Of course he's going to keep running. You think he's going to go, oops, and not run? What does this mean for him politically? That's one of many big questions here. So far, a number of congressional Republicans have rallied to Trump's defense, attacking Bragg on Twitter and accusing the district attorney of a political witch hunt. Bragg is the DA. Okay, let's see. What's his first name? Alvin Bragg. Alvin Bragg. Outrageous, tweeted House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan of Ohio, one of the Republican committee chairmen who has demanded Bragg testify before Congress about the Trump investigation. That's your quote? Just outrageous? Come on, man. Get a better quote. Blah, blah, blah. Senator Ted Cruz, a Texas Republican, called the indictment completely unprecedented. I'm so sick of that word, unprecedented. And said it is a catastrophic escalation in the weaponization of the justice system. I'm tired of hearing the word unprecedented, and I'm tired of hearing the word weaponization or weaponized. As part of the response to the indictment, Trump and his team will be rolling out surrogates to hit Democrats. What does that mean? The investigation and Bragg across various forms of media as they work to shape the public narrative, according to... I don't know what that means. Can Trump still run for president even though he's been indicted? Yes. Of course yes. I mean, indictment is just like you're required to come in to find out what charges are against you. Like he's not been charged yet. He's not been found guilty yet. And we all need to remember, whether you like Trump or not, America has a justice system, and that system doesn't change depending on who you are. You are innocent until you're proven guilty. That's in criminal court. You are innocent until they have proven. They have to absolutely prove that you committed a crime. For you, it's not guilty until proven innocent. It's innocent until proven guilty. Now, that doesn't apply in civil court. That's criminal court, which is what this is. All right, stay tuned. We'll keep tracking this.